Hello, my name is Victor Fernando Vallen Reyes. I study digital animation at the National Learning Service o Servicio Nacional de Aprendizaje, SENA. Evidence Video Presentation. Apprentice Victor Fernando Vallen Reyes, English Level 1 MCER A1.1. Digital Animation, SENA. Instructor César Castillo Rodríguez. The character I have chosen is my mother. Her name is Lilia Maria Reyes. She is 79 years old. Her birthday is on December 9. She has curly hair and white skin. Her weight is 1.45 meters. Her hair has some gray, but she dyes her hair black. Her occupation is being a housewife. In her occupation, she is in charge of doing her household chores. She washes clothes, she cooks her food, she cleans her house. In general, she takes care of her house. In her free time, she watches television. She watches programs like soap operas and newscasts. She also likes to sing Christian songs. She also reads the Bible every day. She goes to church on Sundays. During the week, she attends a prayer group on Thursdays and Saturdays. My mother also watches animal documentaries on YouTube, but she doesn't know how to use her cell phone well, so she asks for help so that someone can help her find the documentary. She lives in the south of Bogota. She lives in a poor neighborhood called Luis López de Mesa. This neighborhood is in locality 18 Rafael Uribe Uribe. It is a simple neighborhood. There are still houses half built and others already finished. Like many neighborhoods in the south of Bogota, this neighborhood has a reputation for being dangerous and unsafe. It is a poor neighborhood that was created through land invasion, mainly by immigrants from other parts of the country who came to Bogota fleeing violence and looking for better opportunities in the capital of the country, which makes it have a lot of cultural and ethnic diversity in the population, which increases with the arrival of Venezuelan migrants. There are residential complexes, traditional houses, schools, parks, businesses, and companies. In that neighborhood, there are many trees, nature, and canalized streams, but unfortunately very polluted. The neighborhood looks very colorful and diverse, multicolored. The house where my mother lives has 2 floors. It's a simple and small, approximately 36 square meters. It is painted green and white, and it has 2 doors. In front of the house where my mother lives, there is a large school called José Martí, which also has many trees and large physical space. In that neighborhood, there are several parks, but there is a nice park very close, so that the neighbors and their children can go to play and have fun. Also nearby is a forest full of trees called Bosque de San Carlos. My mother usually go to that park and that forest to walk around. There accompanied by some other person. There are several hills and stairs in the neighborhood, so it is sometimes difficult for her to go out walking alone. So when she goes out, she carries a cane and preferably a companion. Sometimes one of her granddaughters accompanies her. She is also usually accompanied by a member of the church group she attends, and sometimes I accompany her when I have free time. Arriving in that neighborhood, especially near my mother's house, generates different sensations, which can be contradictory. For example, tranquility and nostalgia because it feels calm and fresh. It can generate happiness when seeing nature, or sadness when seeing the house of poor people. Also insecurity and fear when people say that you have to be careful there because it is a dangerous place. In my opinion, it's just a typical neighborhood in the south of Bogota, where you have to be careful but nothing bad happens to the people you already know there. On the surface it looks calm, but there is always someone who demands that tranquility. In a chase, most people are good and do not harm anyone. On the other hand, it looks like a mix between a city and a small town. I like that there are so many trees and nature around. I choose to talk about this neighborhood because my mother lives there. Although she is not completely satisfied there. She dislikes the loud music that the neighbors play, which destroys the tranquility of the place, and the dog dirt that fills the streets and no one cleans them. She always says that if she had somewhere to go, she would go, but because of her age, it is difficult for her. Here I finish the presentation of my character. Music, direction and production, Víctor Fernando Valle Reyes. Thank you for your attention.